But I remember being young, and when you not having a father and you see other kids with their parents and you see other kids with their father doing things, when you're a child that don't have that scars.
Red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. This ain't a rap song, it's red pill rage. It used to be a time that fairy tales were true. The king and the queen and all the pills were blue. But then the pill changed, the red pill's the truth. Forget the married life, I got better things to do. Stack money, travel the world.
Like aesthetically like me, verbally like me, and somebody who has choices like I have choices, right? I love all of my friends, and I love them all for different reasons, and they all pull niggas. I'm not saying that my friends are dubs and they don't pull niggas. No. But I wish that I had a friend. I wish I had like another baddie friend. You feel me?
See, that's where a lot of problem is with women. Like I keep telling you, long as there's somebody around to applaud, she won't know that she's doing anything wrong. But if you look at Girly is not really a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Like, Girly is just a typical hood chick that's gonna hang around people that are just looking to have sex. Women be getting it completely confused. Women think just because a man wants to sleep with you, that's where her value's at. That's got to be the biggest illogical thinking, and that's one of the things that actually keep women nowadays inside of this delusional world. It's like they need you to want to sleep with them. This is why they wear the tight clothes. This is why they wear makeup. This is why they always use their sex appeal. Once a woman starts using her sex appeal, it's over for her. You have to understand that. It is completely over for her the moment she continues to only look sexy. And you're going to notice in life that all the sexy women are going to have the most mental issue problems. Look at the girl in Miami that just stabbed her man. All right, pretty girl, OnlyFans model, but gone in the brain. The more they try to use their body to lure a man in, the more they're gone. But here's the trick. They lure in all men by looking sexy. But if it's not the guy that they want, then that's considered harassment. You have to understand, when it's the guy they want, he can say the same thing as the guy that they don't want, but it will not be harassment when it's the guy she wants. When it ain't the guy she wants, then she says it's harassment. This is what these type of women are doing. When they start to believe that they're more prettier than what they really are. And she's sitting here talking about she wants some sexy friends, but to other guys, she's just a hood booger.
Nah, but real shit. Just like a friend that like gets the same amount of niggas that I get, that have to downplay or like push niggas to the side. People that have a lot of options.
Okay, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the matter because I've been seeing mixed emotions on it. And I just want to say, some of y'all don't deserve friends. And what I mean by that is that a lot of y'all only want to be people's friends simply because they look attractive. Like, I don't even think half of y'all know the real true meaning of a friend. Like, rather than y'all saying, I really want to meet more people who are more aesthetically pleasing, who are more into creating content. And I saw her pick, like, and I be trying not to be mean.
She's right in a way. People do enjoy being around good-looking people, but you have to understand, we live in a world where the whole world's fake. Everyone is actually trying to live out an Instagram lifestyle. It's actually like the energy in the air is to fake it till you make it, to portray an image online that others are going to envy. That's what people are trying to do. They're trying to surround themselves with people that can make other people look envious. What am I basically saying? What I'm saying is people are inside of a delusional world where they're trying to make people jealous that they don't like. In a way, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's trying to show off in front of people that they don't like, which is why a lot of people say, I have haters. I have haters. Having haters to some people is saying you having haters is an accomplishment. Why? Because it makes you feel like you're somebody. It's just like a lot of girls that get stalked by guys. They may say they have a stalker, but they never do anything to stop it. Why? Because having a stalker possess you gives you some type of ego that you're worth it.
But you're ugly to somebody. And I just want to put this out there, like, how dare you say I need more baddie friends? And you yourself not even a baddie.
She's speaking the right.
You?
She right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all be saying any and everything. Like, shit be coming out y'all mouth like diarrhea. And y'all say any and everything to try and get the attention of men. Like, the whole point of her argument was men. I want more friends who get men in my caliber. Why?
I agree. When women start talking like this, it's actually showing the pure form of insecurity that they're actually having right now. When women are saying, I want friends who get more guys, I want friends. Why? Every woman gets attention. Pretty much the ugliest girls in the world at this point of life that we're at, and with the amount of simps that are out here in the world, the average woman could throw in a wig and lipstick and have a flock of guys following her around no matter what. So when a woman's saying, I want prettier friends around me that get the same amount of guys, for what? It doesn't do anything. It's just you getting online, gibbering about running your mouth so some guy give you a compliment. You have to understand, when people come online to talk like this, they're coming online to get attention. Why? They need somebody to clap for them.
Why can't you just do that for yourself? If you want to date a baller or a scammer or whatever, what have you, do that for yourself. Let your friends be happy dating who they like. Like, what is wrong with y'all trying to make y'all lives align with y'all friends? Like, y'all are two totally different people. Y'all are friends for a reason, not friends for aesthetic purposes. Like, please, like, y'all, you bitches are weird.
Yep, everybody's getting weird. We're going into a crazier world. That's exactly where we're going. Now, this video right here actually hits home to me. And the reason why it hits home to me is because when it came to the relationship between my mom and dad, what this woman is in this video right here, we're in a different video. In this video, this is exactly what my mother told me whenever it came to my dad that actually ruined the relationship between me and my mother. Me and my mother still have a good relationship. Me and my mother are still friends. But what this woman says out of her mouth is something that my mother told me when it came to my dad, and it never left my brain. And it actually changed the dynamic of how I love my mom and how I look at my mom. And I can honestly say that the comment that's coming out of her mouth is one of the comments that stuck in my head my whole life, which is why I have my channel. All right, let's get to it.
As a single mom,
yeah,
I got this shit.
Yeah.
I got it. I ain't calling her dad. You can, I'll die starving on the road before I call her dad.
Facts.
So I'm like, you know what?
Facts.
I'm all the way up here. Say it again.
All right, now you see what she's saying. Let's go all the way back. She's saying, I'm a single mom, but in my mind, I got this. No matter what, I got this. I'm not gonna call the father no matter what because I can do it. Okay, I was told that as a young guy as well. I was told that whenever I didn't have anyone to pick me up from school, when I was 6 and 7 years old and I was actually living like a teenager already and I had to fend for myself, when I tried to do things and other kids' parents were there and my parents wasn't there because my mom had to work. So I was involved in a lot of after school programs coming up. But when it came to my mom and I asked my mom, why isn't my dad here? You know, why isn't my dad this? Why isn't my dad that? Like, why would you do that? This is what came out of her mouth.
As a single mom,
yeah,
I got this shit.
Yeah.
I got it. I ain't calling her dad. You can, I'll die starving on the road before I call her dad. So I'm like, you know what? I'm all the way up here.
And this ego is what exists in a lot, not all, but in a lot of black single moms. Like when they're not calling the father, when they're not reaching out to the father, and they're walking around freely like, oh, I don't care, he's just a donor. You'll get a lot of black women that say that, oh, he's just a donor. But this is what's happening. Women have such a big ego that they think that they can do it all by themselves. They can raise the kids. They can work the job. They can do it. And the child suffers. The child suffers because there's men out there, especially black men and men in general. It's always the good guys who actually want to be in the relationship, but then they can't be in the relationship or see their child. Remember, it's always the good guys. The good guys are always the one that cannot see their child, because it's always a woman like this that feels like she could do it on her own and that she's better than the man. Let's get back to it.
Say it again.
That's the dumbest shit ever.
Hey Jay, let her rock out for a little bit. We could digest that. We could digest that later. Let her rock out. Go finish the story.
Okay.
Finish the story.
I'ma die on the side of the road before I call your dad to help.
Because I'm gonna tell you
it's
why.
kind of wild, but go ahead.
Right. Exactly. All right. In my situation, all right, I was told when I asked about my father, what you just heard this woman say is exactly what my mother told me. And then I seeked out a relationship with my father and come to find out my father was living a good life along with my other brothers and sisters. Like when I say a good life, I mean a really good life, like rich lifestyle. But I was growing up not poor, but I was growing up neglected because my mother had an ego whenever it came to my dad, but my dad wasn't a bad person. He was a really good guy, but her ego kept me from having a relationship with her. On top of that, all the bad stories that she used to say about him, then when you get around him and you start to develop a relationship and you start talking about these stories, everything was a lie because of her ego. This is one of the situations in my life when I watched this video. I remember as a little kid and as a child and as a teenager, my mother saying this to me. And I used to remember like in I didn't play sports when I got to high school at all, due to the simple fact I just didn't have any love for it. But I remember being young, and when you not having a father and you see other kids with their parents and you see other kids with their father doing things, when you're a child that don't have that scars you. You know what I'm saying? When you start seeing other kids out there that are living like that, it starts to scar you, and you start to pay attention to things in life that are happening. You start to feel like your life is having these problems. That's what I used to think. I used to look like, man, my life sucks. My dad's not here. You start to develop a hate towards the man. That's what I started to do, to develop a hate towards the man. Why? Because of what the mother said. But when I got around to building a relationship with my father, the closer I got to him, the less close I was to my mother. It's like you start to believe that you and your mom are just best friends and your dad's bad, and you start to believe you got to always help mommy out and you got to get rich for mommy. You have to take care of mommy. Everything you do is around mommy. Then you're a mama's boy. Then don't say nothing about my mama. My mama's the greatest person on the planet. My mother is this. My mother is that. Then come to find out, you're like, hold up, mom, hold up. You mean to tell me you wasn't calling my dad because you felt like you can do it all, but the whole fucking time the man wanted a relationship with me? That's what's happening here. This is what's happening whenever in the world that we're in, the feminism that's happening amongst women. they're not even thinking about the effects of what's going to happen to the child.